Hello YouTube. So in this video I'm going to be reviewing the Shengshou Megaminx. So this is a pretty good puzzle. There's only one relatively major issue that could probably be easily solved with modding. However, I haven't tried it yet. I'll discuss that a bit later in the video though. So I'll start out with the colors, I guess. So here I've got a Diane Megaminx tiered with MF8 color scheme, and it's got exactly the same color scheme. The sticker shades are almost the same. Just give me a second. So you can compare yellows, blue, red, dark green, and purple. Pretty much the same. I'd say the most major difference would be the light blues. I don't know if you pick it up really well, but the one on the Shengshou Megaminx is more like a Cubesmith bright blue, and this one's more like a light blue. But it's negligible. Orange, green, well, light green. I got lost somewhere. Pink, light yellow, and I think that's it. So the stickers are almost exactly the same thing as the Diane Megaminx, except for the blue, well, the light blue. The sticker quality is okay. However, I did get a little chip here. It's not that bad. Now for the turning, I guess. So it's quite smooth. Yeah, it's pretty smooth compared to the Diane. The Diane has a tiny bit more of a click to it. Well, it's kind of hard to describe. Yeah, it feels more like smooth and buttery or whatever. However, you do hear like a little click sometimes. So yeah, that's pretty much about the turning quality, I guess. And it turns pretty fast. Like, I would say it's about the same thing as my Diane Megaminx. Maybe even a bit better. I do have this one on relatively loose tensions. Now for corner cutting, I guess. So, normal corner cutting, it can corner cut about a piece, I guess. Like this. Maybe a tiny bit less, but it just can't do a piece, I think. But you can do a tiny bit less, like this much you can. For smaller corner cutting, it does corner cut relatively easily, so that should not be any problem. However, reverse is not very good. It's like you get this, it just does it if it's a tiny bit, but if not, it'll like catch like that. And that's the major problem I find on this Megaminx, is it catches. So like you can see it like there, it catches and stuff. I made a solve video yesterday. It's like 118 or something, and there you can see really how much it does catch. It can be a real pain because it catches a lot. However, that could probably be pretty easily fixable with modding. So I'd recommend, way to show the pieces at the same time, to round off the edge a bit. Okay, it's not focusing. Okay, well, anyways, this edge here, so the edge right here, rounding it off a little bit, and the centers as well could be rounded. Now I'm going to go on with the pieces, since I've already got it partially disassembled, and I'm going to be comparing it with the Diane Megaminx as well. So here's the Diane. So for the corner, you see, so this is the Diane on the right and the Shengshou on the left. It's a lot squarer. On the Diane there's like a little dip here, and on this one it's straight. This on the corner, it's a bit more slanted as opposed to the Diane, which is a bit flatter, and it's just bigger at the hunk at the end. The Diane is cast in 3 pieces, like a typical Diane piece, and this one's just 1. So that's the primary differences between the corners. Now for the edges. Oh, and of course the Shengshou does not have any ridges. So you can see on the Shengshou, the body of the edge is much wider, so that prevents pops. I have not gotten any popping problems on this. It hasn't popped on me at all, and the Dian either though. So you can see from this angle they look quite different. This one's a lot wider and stubbier, I guess. You can see on the Shengshou here, there's like it's a bit hard to see, but there's a bump. You can't really see it, but in the bottom here, there's like a little bump that sticks out, and on the Dian, it's completely flat. Now, from this angle, you can see that the Dian is a lot more rounded, so it's like the mod is pre-done. However, it's a lot more done because you can see that it's really a lot less wide. So like in pretty much every dimension, the Dian edge is smaller. There's more surface here as well. So yeah, that's probably what causes the Shengshou to be so smooth. Now for the cores. So you can see the Shengshou here, there's like a hole in the center, so to reduce friction, like that. And the Dian is just like a standard Dian edge. So I think that's pretty much it for the pieces. Now, just I guess final thoughts. I got this for $13 on 51 More Fun when it came out. However, now I've seen places you can get it for as low as about $10, so it's a pretty good deal. However, I recommend you mod it. I'm not going to be modding mine until next week because I've got a competition next weekend and I want to practice so that I can get good times. So I'll be sticking with the Dian Megaminx until then, and I should make a video once I mod it, show you the improvements. Also, I forgot to mention when doing the color scheme, some people have a slightly different color scheme. It seems to be like a hit and miss when you buy it. I don't exactly remember what color difference it is. However, I think there's like a cycle kind of. So like the orange is actually here, and the blue is here, here, and the yellow is here, etc. So it's like completely a chunk different. So it's a real pain if you get that, because you might have to like take the stickers off and whatever, and cycle them. However, that could ruin stickers. And these stickers seem to be a bit larger than, for example, the ones on the Dian and the ones that they sell on CubeSmith. However, it's probably they would fit. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So final thoughts: should you buy this? Should you not? It depends. If you don't have very much money and you don't want to spend $20 on the Dian, then I recommend you buy this one instead. However, as I said, there's still little catching problems, so you should be prepared to spend a bit of time modding it. And there's like 56 edges, I believe, so it takes a pretty long time to mod since there's 4 points on each edge. So that's a lot of modding to do. However, if you have a Dremel, it shouldn't take too long. Also, I tested it at tighter tensions, and it was a bit slower and catched a bit less since it was tighter, but I still think it performs better at looser tensions because it's a lot faster and the catching isn't that different, and it also corner cuts more at looser tensions. So that's it for the review. Thanks for watching.